With the top down, screaming now, money ain't a thing. With the window crack on my back, money ain't a thing. I don't like it if it don't gleam, gleam. In the hell with the price, cause the money ain't a thing.
Welcome to Blab, the show where we play recordings of broadcasters who were the subjects of government experiments. I'm your host. This is producer.
What's up, what's up?
Not much. How about you? This segment's called Big Up to Small Talk, and we're just checking in with one another, keeping our personal relationship strong so our professional relationship can thrive. And we just want to say, big up to Small Talk.
Big ups.
What'd you get up to, what'd you big up to this weekend?
Oh, I bigged up to some chores. I bigged up to some office work I was catching up on. As producer, I do a lot of the technical recording stuff, but the other kind of producing sometimes we got to do is the back office. So I spent a little time in the back office. Man, I just got to say, you're blowing up on the message boards. They love the voice, the signature voice. They love how you're sounding. You're just blowing up on the boards.
Our billboard's up.
Our billboards are up.
How are they doing? Are they getting a lot of traffic?
They're definitely directly next to traffic all day long.
That's terrific. That's all I want to see.
Yeah, so plenty of traffic.
Or see or hear or smell.
Yeah.
Lots of traffic around the billboard, baby.
All you want to
sense.
sense. Yeah. The only sense you care about is the traffic. The sense of the traffic.
Yeah, that's my sixth sense.
It's a great sixth sense to have.
My sixth sense. My sixth sense is my enunciation of my essence.
But how does that make you feel blowing up on the message boards like that, getting all that positive feedback?
Makes me feel like I need to send a message to the boards. Keep doing your thing, guys. Keep doing your thing. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the shout-outs. Thanks for the posts. Post on.
And then anybody that's run into anybody near a billboard has also gotten positive feedback from that person by that traffic.
That's so two positives make something even greater than it ever could have been. And I love that about positivity. And thank you to Traffic, the band, for doing our billboard
premiere
artwork.
And by Traffic the movie. Thank you to Traffic the movie.
I just want to say that Traffic is the only movie brave enough to shine a light on the Cincinnati crack epidemic.
Yeah. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have even known that Cincinnati had crack.
No. And so when I saw the movie, I was like, hey, I told my friend who always wanted to smoke crack, I was like, hey, let's go to Cincinnati.
We've got to get to Cincinnati.
Anyway, I've smoked crack there ever since.
Yeah.
Cincinnati. Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, am I right?
Yeah, definitely.
Getting Cincinnati by nature with that crack. For some reason, it's like an 80s hair metal song.
It sounded like a hip-hop hook. It's like an Eminem hook.
Oh, got you, yeah. Eminem would have a hook like that. Yeah, he really did look up to Tret from Naughty by Nature, I know that.
Is Naughty by Nature from Cincinnati?
Absolutely not, no, they're from Dirty Jersey, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pusha.
Oh, another Pusha push drop.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
10 points if you could tell me where he's from.
If you know, you know.
I'm from Virginia. Right shit to do but cook.
Oh, yeah, dude. 10 points Gryffindor. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, champ.
Yeah.
What's up? Very proud of you for that.
Yeah, that felt cool. I fucking love that song.
Yeah, it's a great song. I was just listening to some clips the other day.
I love clips.
Really, all those albums are great.
Mm-hmm.
You're out of line. When I was a young
All right, this
boy.
is a producer. This is part one of a two-part episode. Is that correct?
That's correct. We got another two for you. We promise that they won't all be have this much material, but some of them do.
Yeah, this is this episode is called The Evening Safari, the Karl Saga. I don't know what that means. Haven't heard it yet, but I'm excited to hear what this wild experiment is going to do to these poor souls. They're probably rich and famous by now. Broadcasting all the time. Not being experimented on.
I assume that's what happens to them after this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These broadcasters have no memories of the words they read.
Hey, slither on down to the Snake City Multiplex for the world's first 24-hour fire sale. Inviting everyone in the greater Snakesville metro area and the greater Snake River Valley area, Gorge, Snakesville area.
These deals are burning up. It's so fucking hot, you wouldn't fucking believe this shit.
Bring your oven mitts, ladies and gentlemen, cause you're gonna get burnt.
And your fire retardant suits. I said retardant. So don't tase me, bro. That's going around, right? The Evening Safari with John Doe Jr. and the Skirt. Wilder than the zoo. And sexier too. We're the zoo that fucks. On the radio. What's up, Scourge?
What's up there, Junior?
Just living my life.
Hey, man, it's good to be back. Good to be here in the new studio with you, bud.
Good to be here. It's like a dream.
Yeah.
We're a brand new studio. For those of us who aren't in the know, who haven't been following the story in the news, on the news, it's you can barely miss it if you live in the greater Snakesville area. And yeah, so we do have a new studio. That's the good news.
Yeah, silver lining of that cloud.
Yeah, after many cloudy days over the course of a court-ordered many months, we are officially allowed back on the air. And I do have to say up front that this is government radio. And also, Scourge, you want to talk about Karl for a second? Karl the Embezzler. If you're a new listener, we'll fill you in. If you're an old listener, you know who Karl the Embezzler is.
Karl.
He's done some of the wackiest pranks I've ever
Karl,
seen.
Karl.
He's done some of the strangest things
Yeah.
I've ever heard on the radio.
I mean,
and that guy had balls.
you heard him on the intro. You know, those are them.
Karl's balls.
Karl's balls. Let's all have a golf clap for Karl's balls. But yeah, Karl, look, man, you know, yeah, bud.
Read the statement, but Scourge, you gotta read the statement.
Karl the Embezzler, I'm sorry. We good on that?
Doesn't it say one more thing?
Is it just me, or do you have to do it too?
I'm gonna read. I have to read it too legally, Scourge.
Legally.
I just need you to do it first because I don't want you to back out of it. Like Scourge,
what?
let's not get into what we got into when we were off the air. Anyway, let's keep this going. The statement. It's a great statement. Go ahead.
Karl the Embezzler, I'm sorry. Also, drink Fago Cola. It'll make your day go Fago.
Thank you, Scourge. Also, I would like to say to Karl the Embezzler and anyone who knows or was affected by what happened several months ago, I am sorry, and drink Fago. It'll make your day go. Way better. Let's go. On with the show. Anyways, John Doe Jr. here. The living local legend is back on the radio, on the air in Snakesville.
96.9 WASP.
It is a sunny July evening here in Snakesville. It's so good to be back. We went out the air around January 6th. Now we're back, July 6th.
That's the date it is right now. All day today it has been.
And you're listening to the goddamn Evening Safari. We are the zoo that fucks.
We are the zoo that
on the radio. So, just coming to you, our 2 million listeners from our new studio at 96.9 The Wasp, or the WASP, W-A-S-P, Wasp Radio, the real number 2 rock station serving the Metro Snakesville area. Ladies and gentlemen, it is so good to be back.
Good to be back, too. All right. Hell, man. Yeah, the studio looks good. It feels good. It feels nice in here, huh, guys?
Back on the radio, Scourge.
Fuck yeah.
What? Thank you. That's very nice.
Good to be back. Good to be back. It's a slow clap from the boys.
Huh.
Yeah, any of that? Any of that for you?
No.
Over the break? There, Junior?
Let's see. I learned calligraphy.
Oh, that's incredible.
Sarcasm detector. Great skill for somebody on the radio, am I right? But that did help me center some of my anger or resentment towards Karl the Embezzler, and what he done put us through. Unbelievable. I gotta say just one thing. I know I'm not supposed to. I see production is shaking their heads at me right now. But Stuart, you gotta back. Are you gonna back me on this one if I say it?
Hey, Junior, I always back you.
Fuck you, Karl. Fuck you, Karl the Embezzler. You fucking piece of shit. I fucking hate you, Karl the Embezzler. The shit you put us through. I don't. All right.
Listen,
I gotta stop. I gotta stop saying that. I'm being told to read the statement again. Okay. I am sorry, Karl the Embezzler.
I'm sorry,
Fago.
Karl the Embezzler.
It'll make your day go way better.
Drink Fago. It'll make your day go so much better.
All right, Scourge. So what's been up? What are you and your brother get up to over the break? I heard you guys got into some shit in Arizona. Is that true?
Look. We when I'm not being the scourge on the radio waves, I'm being the scourge on the Snake River Valley waves, and everybody knows that. I'm on my ski-doo, and I'm ski-dooing around these waves, ski-dooing what I ski-do. And don't nobody ski-do what I ski-do better than I ski-do it. And what I don't ski-do is I don't mess with a jet ski. I'll tell you that immediately. And my brother does not either. And look, something happened. We took the Snake River to the Colorado River all the way down to the Grand Canyon. And while we were there, we hopped off the dudes. We're wearing our colors, He's in the club. I'm with him. His guys are with him, and they're wearing the colors. I'm in the club. With the club, I'm not in it, And
the Ski-Doo Club or like the 50 Cent Club. Do you know what I'm saying?
The Ski-Doo Cycle Club.
The 50 Cent style club. Am I saying that right?
Yes, I believe that's what you're saying. Anyway, so they're not there. It's not up in the club. It's not one of the clubs you can be up in.
Just to clarify to our beautiful Snakesville listening audience, so good to be back on the air with you.
So yeah, it's been incredible. Anyway, so we got a dust up is what I'm saying, Junior. But what I wanted to talk about, and look, we can get into how a dust up happens in the Grand Canyon.
Scourge, I am gonna need you to break down this so-called dust up to the audience because our callers will be calling in nonstop.
Okay, I'll break it down until they stop. Okay, let's not.
It's blowing up my cell phone.
There's already enough we can't tell them about.
Trying to communicate with me through LinkedIn.
Enough we can't tell them about. Okay, I got you. Okay, so. We're in we're hopping off. We get to the dock outside the bar, and we pull our ski-doos in, and there's a bunch of jet skis. It looks like
I know where this is going. I know I've heard the story, but I know where this is going. I knew where this is going as soon as you said
it looks like a jet ski museum. There was 22 jet skis I saw. And I'll tell you how. You'll see. It'll make sense in a minute. So I see all these jet skis, and I look at my bro, and I say, "Hey, you know what I'm thinking, right?" And he goes, "Oh yeah," and we chest bump. After that,
titties.
We kind of do chest bump our titties because we both got a little bit of titty meat. And so after that, we park our ski-doos right next to the jet skis, and we kick ours into theirs, and they one after another, bump into each other, and then just kind of float there. And that's everybody who rides a ski knows that's the most disrespectful thing you could do. And so the bar empties out, full of these jet ski punks.
Scourge, oh no, I know what you get. Like you got this guy around a jet ski punk.
And you know what we done? We got our ski-doos, and we had a good old-fashioned Colorado River ski-doo jet ski showdown.
I can't believe. I wish I was there. I saw some of it on the news because the news was there by the end of things. It was a pretty big deal, Scourge. You know.
Well, you know why?
You cut the nation's eye for a couple of days.
It's not every day that two guys from Snakesville, the middle of bumfuck Snakesville County, go down there and take out 22 jet ski jagoffs like it was butter on a Snakesville roll.
Jet ski dominoes. That's what they call it, don't they?
And they could not handle us on the waves and in their face. So, we dismantled them. 23 must be the magic number because 22 wasn't enough, But I say all
now,
that.
Is this, do I get this right when it's some kind of ski-doo versus jet ski aquatic dance battle? The ballet of the...
It's not a dance.
The ballet of the river?
Junior, it's not a dance. It's a deadly martial art. People get hurt. You've heard about how these things decapitate people, right? You lose control of them. It's dangerous.
You're saying this is jujitsu.
People die.
This is ski-doo jitsu.
Yes, it's jet ski Roddy versus ski-doo jitsu. And all of this got me thinking I'm doing my ski-doo jitsu on these guys. And went in with it.
Went in Rome.
But yeah, I'm kicking butts, and I'm thinking 22 jet skis. I can find 23 of the most gorgeous ski-doos in history and open up a ski-doo museum. And so you know what's happening, guys? What I did over my break, besides
Scourge.
Go to court, ordered.
This is great.
Social work bullshit and go to court itself.
It'll put a lot of things in perspective for you young fucking punks out there.
I opened up a ski-doo museum.
Wow.
We're going to have some...
Standing ovation. How about some claps?
Oh, we're going to get all the claps. All the claps.
That's very good. Look at that. The audience is going.
So listen, again, like I said, there's going to be a lot more announcements coming up soon about all the different events at the Ski-Doo Museum when the grand opening is.
They are
days
23
away.
Beauties, by the way.
Days away from you hearing about it. So, yeah. But thank you so much for letting me talk about that on the air today, guys. Been a rough couple months, so I think having a good thing come our way is pretty great. Right across from the mall on the corner of Snake and Main. You can't miss it.
Right by the ladder bar?
It's where you see all the ski-doos, am I right?
Oh yeah, you can't miss them. If you see some of the sweetest sights you've ever seen, you're at the Ski-Doo Museum.
And if you've seen a jet ski, you've gone too far.
Yeah.
But seriously, don't go to the jet ski dealership.
Anyway, since it is a special day, it being the first time we're back on the air in the greater Snakesville area since January 6th. And because we're fresh off the 4th of July weekend, we want to do something special and something nice for the fans of our show. So instead of checking in with our normal WASP field reporter stooges, we thought, what's more American and more kick-ass than wrestling? So let's check in with our first correspondent on today's show, Golden Godzilla, who joins us from the Snake City Mall and Equestrian Center. Golden Godzilla, it's so good to have you here with us today. God, it's great to be back in the air. And you, my man, the Golden Godzilla is just what we need to kick our little big show in that's big little ass. How the heck you been? The Golden Godzilla.
Hey there, baby. It's good to talk to you, John Doe Jr. I'm doing fantastic.
Great hearing your voice. Oh, it's just getting these cans back on and hearing those pipes in my ears is just clearing out all the old cobwebs, Godzilla.
It's just a real honor to be here, buddy.
I can't believe that you're here with us today and you have something special in store for us this evening. Is that not correct, Mr. Golden Godzilla?
Oh, that is correct, baby.
Or should I call you the?
You can call me what you want as long as you call me the champ. And indeed, I have a special story to share with you today, John Doe Jr. I'm here at the fire sale at the Snakestown Mall and Equestrian Center, Snake City Mall and Equestrian Center, where 27 people have just been trampled to death, with many more injured.
That is, I just gotta say, another Snakesville tragedy and a series of tragedies that have been happening at the mall and or the Equestrian Center for the past 7 to 8 months, ever since the mysterious obelisk landed in our city center right next to the mall. Golden Godzilla, do you think it has anything to do with the, I'm going to say, magical obelisk that landed 7 months ago just before the trampling started out at the mall?
Well, John Doe Jr., I'm not a scientist per se, but, baby, I believe that there's possibly a connection, sure. It's kind of hard to ignore, yet there does not seem to be any official word on the matter.
Now, the Golden Godzilla, is there a wrestling scientist that you know or perhaps are looking to enter into some kind of square with ropes and what's going on with your match
into the
this
ring
weekend,
with,
man? Aren't you fighting a scientist this weekend? I gotta say, I'm a little biased. Big fan of the Golden Godzilla.
I'm stepping into the ring of Inquisition with Dr. Smash to get some answers. It's going to be called the Grand Inquisition.
Now, Dr. Smash, if I'm not mistaken, he's the one that came up with the flat Earth theorem with the flex center.
That is correct, and he's also, of course, the man.
That's his finishing move as well. Am I right, Golden Godzilla?
The one and only, but I'm not afraid of it. And you know why I hate him the most, though? Is because he is the man who created my arch nemesis, Gigantic Andrew. And now I want to wipe Gigantic Andrew off the map and anybody who's responsible for him.
God bless you, the Golden Godzilla. We here at WASP absolutely despise Gigantic Andrew, who is a menace to our society. Please vote for and root for the Golden Godzilla appearing this Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Is that right, Godzilla?
That's totally correct, sir.
That's our Auka alert, and that means our producers are trying to circle me back to a statement that was made by our WASP reporter on the beat at the mall. Now, the Golden Godzilla, you mentioned something about 27 people. Am I saying that right? Getting trampled earlier today?
Oh, yeah. It was 27 human beings, John Doe Jr. And I'm here with a few of the survivors to talk about the hell that they saw here today. First, I would like to talk to you, Tina Barkskovsky. Tell me what you saw here today at the mall, Tina.
Hi, my name is Tina Barkovsky, and today at the mall I saw some of the craziest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Literally, it was like if buffalo were people, and I saw
Oh,
it.
that's freaking crazy.
Have you ever seen a buffalo?
5.
Well, multiply that by 1,000, and that's how many freaking people were running in the mall today. And I'm saying running, not walking, and I'm not accusing the mall walkers of anything. But what I am saying is that when I heard those balloons popping, I thought there were bones being broken, and I pooped my pants, and I wanted to clear that publicly before anything gets on LinkedIn.
Bones breaking and pants pooping. What are you, one of these new hipster backyard wrestlers that are around these days? Oh no, I don't like that at all, Tina Boxkowski. I think you need to get cleaned up. Was anything in particular that you were here to do today at the mall that drew you to this place today?
I'd love to get cleaned up by you, the Golden Godzilla.
Oh, we'll probably have to talk later depending on how old we figured out that you were.
Here's my pager number.
That's a good number.
Page me.
All right, thank you so much for joining us here today, Tina. I'll definitely probably not page you. Thank you.
Please page me 911.
Also joining me here today is a fella named Trig Soybean. Now, Trig, you've been coming to this mall for years, is that not correct, sir?
This is my 5th pair of New Balances. I've worn the treads down on 5. 4 other pairs. This is my 5th pair of New Balances. I've worn my treads down just walking these here linoleum floors of the mall. It's unbelievable what I saw today.
In all the years you've been here, has there ever been an event like this that comes to mind that would even make you think that something like this would be possible?
I was at the pilgrimage in Medina in 2014, and there was something similar to this, but never in a mall.
Well, Trig, I know that you've been through a lot. Thank you so much for joining us here today, and I hope you get some time to rest and relax and be with your loved ones.
Assalamu alaikum.
Right back at ya. And finally joining me here today is Trudy Boblamlovich, someone who works here at the mall. Trudy, what can you tell me about what happened here today?
I can only say one thing, in that my job and my ego was disrupted today in a fashion that I've never seen before. Pun unavoidable. Let's go on. The trampling that I saw was perpetrated by tramplers. And I just want to get that out of the way right now. I was in the Baby Gap. I saw everything. It was crazy. The fire sales were too hot for the public to handle.
Do you think there's any sort of things that could have been done to get that heat down so that this veritable fire didn't catch and roar through the mall? Oh, yeah.
The Secretary of State shouldn't have been having a sale on vanity plates. It's obvious what you do. You don't decrease the price on vanity plates once a year when there's a drought.
And people feel the most expressive during a drought. We all know that.
The one legal indoor smoking weekend of the whole year, too. It just doesn't make sense.
Not smart timing at all, I agree, Trudy. Well, Trudy, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you, I guess.
All right. Now, John Doe Jr. and the gang back at WS Radio. In my long career of raining down terror on sissy pants, I have never seen anything to this level of carnage. Back to you.
If it bleeds, it leads. And we're back here at the Snakesville studio. That was the Golden Godzilla, our intrepid on-the-spot reporter out there at the Snakesville Mall and Equestrian Center. Otherwise, formerly known as Snakestown Mall and Equestrian Center. Boy, Scourge.
Yeah, Junior, I think they... Oh, sorry, boss.
No. Please, I was just going to ask.
No, I remembered, they maybe had renamed it at some point. That's all I was saying.
Am I mistaken? Or did
Yeah, it was like it would just happen like just yesterday or whatever. So no, we didn't know.
snake bitten? All right, Scourge. Well, I'm getting the word from our sponsor, my producer, that we got to go to commercials. So
Hey, somebody's got to pay us there, Junior. Somebody's got to pay us.
whatever pays the bills.
It's not gonna be
All right.
these tightwads over here, am I right? It's gotta be these other. It's gotta be old Joe PepsiCo over there. Let's go get our money. Let's go get them their money so they can give us our money.
Play the cha-ching.
Taking care of my ass.
Cha-ching!
That's what she said. Fire extinguishers. The King James Dictionary defines extinguisher as that which puts out.
Unlike your actual wife.
Except mine. She put out right away.
In your mouth.
Johnsonville extinguishers at the corner of Snake and Main.
Snake and Maine. Johnsonville. Stingers. Do you like hot chips?
Yeah,
But I mean, do you really like hot chips?
I think so.
Well, then get ready to say goodbye to your mouth. We've got the hottest hot chips on the market. Do you know what they have on them?
Cool. Ranch?
Nothing cool on these hot chips.
Hot ranch?
The hottest ranch there is. Made out of fire garlic,
That sounds lit.
brimstone onion,
Emoji fire.
the dairy of a hell beast cow,
Fire emoji.
and dusted with bright orange, crushed red fire ants.
Buddha emoji.
Come get Red Ants hot chips at your favorite grocery store today and say goodbye to your mouth.
Smiling face emoji. Sometimes all the small things come with big price tags.
Hello.
But that's no big deal when it's for a fire festival.
Ooh, baby.
Ja Rule will be there. Maybe you've heard of him?
It's murder.
You're literally hearing him now. He's fantastic. 7 #1 hits. Mariah Carey on the track. What's up, Mariah? Fire Festival, Blink 182. Maybe you've heard of them? They're the punk pop group that can't be resisted by millions of backwards flat brims.
Hey, bro. Solid club, bro. Love these guys, bro. Hate my mom, bro.
When Chico's left, Blink 182 stepped right up. Stepped right into their pants. Chance, really. If Bob Marley's ghost was here, he'd say, finish the goddamn commercial.
It's murder.
But I didn't shoot the deputy.
Get yourself a frozen dropsicle. It's time for a drop.
Lick the drip and drop the drop. My brass drop.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Pink, and when it's not ladies' night, I'm always rocking with WASP. So come get down here with the ass, or I'll punch you right in your arm, you fucking tit.
Alright, welcome back. Thanks to Pig for that shout out. As always, she is the man. And now that we're back on WASP, we do have a moment of, I don't know, Scourge, would you call it grace? Would you call this moment a grace?
I mean, look, yeah, a little bit of grace here. Yeah, we're all
Would
human.
you call it guilt, Scourge? Would you call it a little bit of guilt?
Nah, I don't feel guilty. I don't.
No, not
think-
you, Scourge. You know, the person I'm alluding to at this point, Scourge.
Oh, the embezzler.
Karl the Embezzler, for those of you just tuned in or who fell off the greater Snakesville map the last, I don't know, 7 years since Karl's been interning for us, wouldn't you say, Scourge? Does that seem about right?
Yeah, it's been a few years.
Production's telling me it was January 12th, 1999 he started, if you believe that or not. Anyway, the reason we bring up Karl today is because I want to say partially, in my opinion, I'm being told to say, he is the reason that we are off the air for the past 6 months, and he is actually the person that did burn down the studio. And And it was adjudicated through the courts for several months and kept us off the air, kept us from sharing our free speech rights, our First Amendment rights, or as my dad used to call them, First Amendment wrongs. Just because the courts found that just because we dared Karl on the show as part of his job to dress up as Smokey the Bear and try to set fire to the studio, we were legally found not guilty. And I just want to take a moment to both appreciate and denigrate Karl the Embezzler, Karl the intern here. Specifically not embezzling things. Sad man that burnt down our studio and nearly ruined my whole fucking life.
I mean, I will always remember the times he brought me sandwiches too, so there's that. I did have, you said something.
Was one of the things he embezzled?
Wait, are you saying you cut out there for a second. Did you say
Yeah.
Did you say something about him embezzling my sandwiches?
Yes, yeah. Did you not know that?
That was
happening on Watch.
Oh, whatever. Let's do the thing then.
He was going down to Blumpy almost every day, and I guess he was somehow embezzling sandwiches.
Blumpy's my favorite ham
He embezzled lots
sandwich.
of meats, lots of sliced meats. He
and
embezzled
nachos.
fountain soda. I don't know how that works, but that's what I'm being told. So you hire a guy named Karl the Embezzler, you just think he's going to be a good guy. Turns out he's embezzling the whole fucking deli.
First he's an arson, then he's an embezzler. After all that.
And the whole time a fucking narcissist. Karl the Narcissist, that's what they should have called him.
Yeah, he's the narcissist.
And you can't spell narcissist without arsonist.
And it wouldn't sound as good either.
Absolutely not. Anyway, let's go over some of the Karl the Embezzler's most hilarious and tragic pratfalls over the course of the last 7 years.
Yeah, let's look at this jagoff.
Karl the Embezzler. Karl the Intern.
What do you think? What's this first one gonna be here?
I'd like to solve the puzzle. Karl, roller, hot dog, beanbag. What do you think?
I think that's the one. The one where we put him on the roller coaster, right? And we make him get on the roller coaster, but we don't tell him that the thing he fears most is right next to him. And it is a beanbag strapped to the chair next to him.
A giant beanbag. It was actually, we did cover it in poison ivy, which is his second worst fear besides being convicted for embezzling.
Yeah, that's his first fear. And then, of course, what he did after, we all know his next biggest fear is anthropomorphized hot dogs, men. And so inside of what looked like a beanbag, he rides the roller coaster, does the whole thing, gets to the end of the roller coaster, finally has dealt with all these fears, like, oh my God, this fear, this and that fear. And then all of a sudden, boom, hot dog man popping out of the bag.
The beanbag was actually just a very well done piece of fabricated paper mache, cracked open like a piñata, revealing a freaking hot dog. It was one of the most fantastic sights I ever heard on radio, undoubtedly.
Oh my gosh, freaking roller coasters! What the fuck is that? What is that? Whoa, no!
And then, of course, we all remember the time. Oh, hold on. But you know, the one time I told them they had to include in this cut was
What's that, Scourge?
the time we were apple picking with the prostitutes and the guys from the VA down the street.
Karl's just doing things, but specifically not embezzling anything.
Oh, jeez, just to set the clip up, Scourge. Oh, I remember this. It was, if I remember correct, Ginny and Josephine Malutsevics. They were twins. We got them. I'm not gonna say where, but in the greater Snakesville area.
It's a BOGO, I think, when it's twins, right? Junior?
Yeah, it's a BOGO on
Little bit of
ties.
little
If
bit
you know
of
what
a-
I'm saying.
little bit of a fire sale there.
You could say things were getting very fucking hot and spicy, and FCC, I'm fucking sorry. So fuck yourself. Anyway,
The
back to my
SEC
fucking
won't let
story.
me be, so let's
Fucking-
go everybody see.
fucking cubic cunts. Anyway, Carly Bezler's there. He's actually the one trying to bang both of them because I got my wife Leanne at home. And anyway,
Yeah, and I was
you
also...
remember what happens? Roll the clip. What's that, Scourge? Hold on, before we go.
I was also dating someone too. So I clearly all... if we're being honest, it was sort of just meant to be passive.
Wait, did you and Karl get with Jenny and Josephine?
I did. I'm saying I didn't get with either of them. I don't know why you're insinuating immediately that somehow means that I did.
I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was just Carly and Bezler doing all the things.
It's yes.
All right, hoes. I got to go. Who's coming with me? You, Jenny. And you, Josephine. Y'all want to go with Karl or what? Let's go, babes. Carly and Bezler almost got them both pregnant, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right, Scourge?
Yeah, I think he's cousin's dad. His cousin's his dad. He's two cousins his dad.
Okay, make that. Does that remind you of remember when we sent Karl to the Ding Dong Factory here in Snakesville? My Sweetaholics Anonymous class was canceled last Tuesday due to a fire. I shouldn't have come here. I shouldn't have come here today. I'm about to. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get here. Oh my god. It's... Ding dong!
Oh my gosh. And yeah, he ate all the ho-hos, you know? It was weird because you guys would be like, I thought it was the Ding Dong Factory. Yeah, it's the Ding Dong Factory, but
That's right.
the ho-ho factory had burnt down due to this rogue employee they had. And so they couldn't make the ho-hos, and so they had luckily been really crushing it with the ding-dongs. So they were ahead of schedule at the ding-dong factory, and then that's when why they were making ho-hos. And here's the thing, we were like, Karl, no problem, he don't even like ding-dong, he's a ho-ho man.
That was the day I relapsed.
When he went to go do the
If
spot.
he sees ho-hos, he'll freak out.
Yeah, and then,
Karl would freak out.
and he freaks out and eats them all.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking shit my pants. Oh. Yep.
Yeah, it's
And
like
he gets sick. He gets sick for 6-7 days. I'm not joking. Karl himself, Carly and Bezler told me he would rather come down off heroin than come down off of the ho-ho crash,
Ho-hos,
as
yeah.
he called it.
Yeah, he said he had an H problem, and he was in rehab for H, but the H
Yeah.
was ho-hos.
Yeah, but we all thought it was
Heroin.
hand jobs.
Oh, yes. Yeah. For heroin.
Heroin for hand jobs. That's what we thought it was.
Yeah.
Double H.
Those go together, hand in hand job.
One of my favorite charities.
Double H.
Hand jobs for heroin.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That's one of John Doe Jr.'s favorite charities.
Yeah, John goes Joe Dunya's signature
That's on my
signature charity.
that's on my that's John Doe Jr.'s signature charity of the month.
Last
You
month.
see them, plastered all over town.
Yeah, what was last
under
month's
bridges.
again? What was last month's again? Wasn't it the one for fake boobs for prostitutes one that's down on their luck?
Yeah, it's called New Tomatoes.
Yeah, new tomatoes.
They're a classic brick and mortar though. They don't do online.
I got my ma gift certificate there.
But I did hear they're doing an app soon. But they're just a brick and mortar right now. So if you need new tomatoes, prostitutes, you order here first.
That's it. I mean, talk about giving. Who's more giving than Junior here, guys? And still to have him off the air for 6 months, I can't even believe it. I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, I don't even know how I got that last month's sponsor out because I guess I rented a billboard.
Yeah, I mean, your charity
I
work, I
rented a
assumed
series of billboards in town.
Junior, it's not like your charity work stops when the show stops. You keep doing it.
No, it does
so.
not. But I had no...
You still have a signature charity. No one just knew
I would
about
tell
it.
some of my neighbors, of course, about my charity for that month. But most of all, it was the series. You've seen this billboards around town.
You'd be out there trimming the hedges and be like, hey, Nancy, over there, Nancy. Yeah, you need any new tomatoes? I know a place. Hook you right up. But yeah, so anyways, that was the time he went to the Ho-Ho factory.
That was a freak out if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, they won't even let us. They are the Ding Dong factory. They said that we're not allowed to even be within 50 feet of a ding dong anymore.
Yeah.
After that.
Or a ding dong factory.
Well, one includes the other.
If we are seen in a place in an enclosed space with a bulk ingredients for the making of ho-hos or ding dongs, we will immediately be taken to prison.
Now you would think that the law would say, hey, and this is why I'm the legal expert here. Let me break it down. Legalese, because it makes it easy for y'all to understand. That's why they call it legalese. That's what I am, and I make the legal easy.
Legalese drop.
These broadcasters have no memories of the words they read.
Anyways, though, what it is, though, is that, you would think, of course, if you were going to be by a ding-dong factory, you wouldn't have to put the factory in there because you could be 50 feet away from a ding-dong and it's going to be in a factory. But let's say there's a situation where the factory's only got ho-hos in it, he might get a loophole and be back in the same. So this time they said, no, we got to make sure that doesn't happen.
That's the prison-to-prison pipeline, I think they call it.
And then, of course, there was the time... we all remember when Junior decided to bring Karl the Embezzler instead of me on a trip to the West and put him in a certain costume, I think. Remember that one there, Junior?
Yeah, I think I do. We was out in, Bumfuck National Park out there out west, and I had my... a little audio equipment set up, a little travel one I could wear around my neck. I was just getting a lot of wildlife sounds, bird sounds, B-roll for this documentary I was working on, and I had this Smokey the Bear costume, right? So I dared, as a stunt, legally Karl the Embezzler to put on Smokey the Bear costume, try to start a forest fire.
Yeah, because it's not like you could just start a forest fire,
Karl the Embezzler, as Smokey the Bear here at the beautiful woods of Bumfuck State National Park and Glacier Lands. But the glaciers are gone and the trees remain, and for these trees shall make like the glaciers tonight and burn right after I strike this match. Only you can start forest fires.
How many of you guys have gone camping and just really easily
The
started
matches
a fire?
I gave him were supposed to be blanks.
Who was in charge of getting the matches, though? That's who we really...
JFK. Johann Francis
Cooper, yeah. That's what I was going to say.
Who is now in prison for...
Match fraud.
match fraud and conspiracy to defraud a forest fire.
And rightfully so, I always say. Because that would have been a hilarious idea, having him out there lighting these matches, right? But can't even start a forest fire, and he's the guy that's telling everyone be careful how dangerous it is, and it's not even something he could do on purpose.
Counterfeit blank matches.
Comedy genius. And what do? We get hijacked.
Totally hijacked. 6 months. That's half a year, ladies and gentlemen. We only got so many. Anyway.
Well, Junior, that's just that. Sorry, go ahead.
No. I shouldn't say what I was gonna say. Thank you.
We could say farewell.
Bon fucking voyage.
Yeah. And hopefully we never see you ever again, or even hear you ever again.
Hey, that's to sit in a graveyard.
But when they say that God closes a door,
he makes a ghost.
And we got a ghost of some news for the people out there.
Let's go to Ghost News.
Ooh.
Ghost News.
Guerrilla warfare of our minds. Well, welcome back from Snakesville, apparently. Producer, have you ever visited Snakesville?
You know, it sounds familiar, but I don't know if I have.
I thought I had an aunt that used to live there, but I can't be sure. Anyway, well, big shout out to Snakesville and all the Snakesville residents out there. Jeez, what a bunch of turmoil we found ourselves in that experiment gone right. It sounds like. I mean, they got these guys on the ropes.
Yeah, I could listen to these guys all day.
Yeah, me too. I could go 15 rounds with them.
Yeah, I mean, I just one thing that I was gonna want to ask you and get to the bottom of is what do you think? Are you a ski-doo man or are you a jet ski man?
I'm a jet ski man. What about you?
I mean, of course I'm a ski-doo man. I've got to hear your reasons for being a jet ski man. This is ridiculous.
Well, for one, I like to stand up when I ride, get a little exercise, and not just try to sit down and have a nice leisurely time when I'm surfing the 2-3 foot waves on my jet ski. I want a little upper body, lower body workout. I want to be able to submarine it like in Waterworld.
Got it. That is a good point.
Thank you.
I didn't. You almost didn't have me until you got to the last point you made there, and that's what really brought me in. Still think I'm a jet ski guy, Still think I'm a ski-doo guy.
Come on over. We're waiting to have you. Plenty of Jenny. Hey.
I don't think that one reason alone outweighs.
Grab a life preserver and hop on a jet ski.
I still don't think that one benefit really outweighs all the many benefits of the ski-doo, though.
Like what?
Well, can't nobody ski-doo what we ski-doo, first of all.
Well, now you're just quoting Scarch here.
Hey, I mean, he's a quotable guy.
We got to talk about Karl. That's a wackadoodle-doo guy, if you ask me, and I don't like it my doodle-doo. I don't do that whack. I don't do that whack-do.
I don't want anyone whacking my doodle but me.
Nope, and maybe a policeman if they're certified.
Yeah, if they've got the right certifications.
Yes.
They've got a certificate from Wackadoodle-Doo.
Wackadoodle-Doo you. School, it's the only online school of presbytology.
School's out for the summer, though, am I right?
Summer school. Nobody talks about fucking autumn school. Vernal school.
Autumnal school.
Autumnal school of hard knocks. The school of autumnal hard knocks. Why would you hire a guy named Karl the Embezzler? Have we talked about that?
Oh no.
Karl the Embezzler?
Yeah,
Why would you hire a guy named Karl the Embezzler and he's an arsonist?
Yeah, you should read the resume, really.
I know enough from America, but that's 2 strikes.
If you don't,
You're out in my country.
if you don't know what one of the words means on the resume, look it up. I'm thinking this is a classic. I don't know what embezzler means.
That's a good point. Maybe he just thought it was a nickname. So I'm trying to get in the mindset of John Doe Jr., but if he really didn't know his father, maybe, because I remember my dad took me out to the cornfield and taught me all about nicknames. That's the day I knew I was turning into a man.
Yeah, I mean, I remember getting the talk from my folks too. You know, they just sat me down one day and they were like, hey, these are nicknames. Here's how they work. Here's ones that exist. Here's ones that don't exist, you know.
We're still going to look at you like you're you.
No matter what your
nickname
is.
you have.
It doesn't change how we feel about you as parents and what chores we still expect you to do.
When we named you what we did, we always expected some nicknames, but we are so happy that you got the nickname that you did.
And
We couldn't be happier.
yeah, there are some bad ones out there. And, you know, as a parent, it's one of your biggest fears is that your kid will get a dumb nickname.
That your kid gets
like
a
the
nickname.
embezzler, a dick name.
Not a nickname, a dick name.
Yeah.
Johnson or Richard.
Yep. We were like, we got to make sure this isn't one of those dick names.
Penis head.
I mean, think all the dick name kids you know, though. It's a lot of dick named kids.
A lot of dickheads out there.
People keep dicking them up, though.
Stick it down. Wrap up for the dick down.
That was wrap up for the dick down. Executive produced by Wolf Dick.
Mm-hmm.
Dong dong.
You ever heard a wolf dick whistle?
No, how's it sound? This episode sponsored to you by Wolf's Dick Whistles.
Wolf's dick whistles.
Wolf's Dick Whistles.
Where you can blow dick pheromones. Actually, that's my nickname.
Cream of whistle soup.
Yep.
When you want your dick to whistle like a wolf dick.
Oh, oh, oh.
Executive produced by Wolf Dick. Bong bong. This episode has been sponsored by Law and Orders, the show where Paul F. Tompkins and Laura Lapkus go over every episode of Law and Order one at a time while they eat hors d'oeuvres. Law and hors d'oeuvres. It's called Law and Hors d'oeuvres. And yeah, and it's those two eating
Crudité.
crudités and deviled eggs named after the killer on the episode. Marcia Gay Harding deviled eggs. Whoever the famous person is usually did it.
Like saying sous vide. No, Law and Orders sous vide.
Podcast on the Dick Earwolf Podcast Network.
There's so many hats on these hats. There's so many hats on these rats.
Also brought to you by Talking Hats. For when you have too many hats on these racks.
you gotta talk about them.
You gotta talk them off the ledge, you know? You gotta talk
Hey,
them
get
off.
down from there. I gotta put you on my head.
Yeah.
You're not thinking straight. You need a good hat on your head. You need a good hat on your shoulders.
Yeah. Hat and shoulders. Men's hat-based shampoo. You can get yours today at their local Amazon Prime store. Do we have any other sponsors?
Sponsored by Tofu jelly.
You can use it for just about anything.
The only jelly that don't stink. It don't stink like grapes.
TofuJelly.com for all your tofu jelly needs.
Our website don't stink neither.
And then this is also brought to you by Ski-Doos. Nobody ski-doos it like Ski-Doos. Enter promo code BRATS for a 20% discount on your first order of a Ski-Doo. It's a pretty good deal.
Brats.
Yeah, that's what our fans are called. They're called B-Rats.
Real brats.
Yeah, they are. And it's spelled like B-RATZ. And we're gonna model it very much like the Barbs. We're gonna copy Nicki Minaj to a T, but it's the B-Rats. It's the brats.
We're the male Nicki Minaj's.
That's kind of what you and me together are, I would say,
Yeah.
at this point. Yeah. Me.
This is host on behalf of the producer saying goodbye from Blab Rats. Blah 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 blah.
Blah 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 blah.